So, Ron, we just heard Jorge Ventura talking about this report. 2 women being arrested for using children, trying to use children to smuggle drugs into the country by putting the drugs, the fentanyl, inside of their bodies. And then on the other hand, we see these new images of 14-year-old in Texas guiding migrants into the country after they cross the Rio Grande, outfitted by, one can assume, smugglers, potentially a cartel, in that ghillie suit. Is using children for these sorts of criminal activities a new tactic, an increasing tactic for border smugglers and cartels, or has this been a case for a long time?
Yeah, the smugglers, these cartels, it's obvious they will do anything they can to make money, including exploiting children, both in the pipeline on the way to the U.S.-Mexico border or actually using them as mules. And this is a tactic that smugglers have used for a long time to evade law enforcement, because these young people are often not prosecuted, even when they are arrested by federal authorities. It's very difficult to bring juveniles into federal court. And the smugglers know this, and so they abuse these children and they make them, do their handiwork for them.
Tell me more about that. How do border officials handle children being used in cartel activities who are presumably too young to prosecute? What will likely happen to this 14-year-old boy?
Well, if he's a U.S. citizen, he'll be turned over to local authorities, right? Because he'll whoever his parents are putting him in danger, and so that's usually handled by the state. And then a lot of times the feds will ask the state to make prosecutions for them, because it's very difficult to do in federal court. Once in a while, a U.S. attorney, assistant U.S. attorney, will take a case involving a juvenile, but it's not very often. In most of my career, we just didn't do it.
I know we've talked about this before. Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador has said that he will not fight Mexican drug cartels in his own country on U.S. orders. How can the U.S. stop drug trafficking into the U.S., stop the cartels without Obrador's help?
Well, it's a lot harder to do, right? This guy has abandoned his responsibility as a leader in Mexico. And now these cartels are destabilizing his government and his country, and he's watching it all happen while he sits on his hands. It's a big problem, and it's much bigger now given the volume of activity at the border. There's almost 6,000 people coming across the border every single night. And so that puts all of the authorities that are involved, whether it's state authorities or the Border Patrol itself, they're very busy. And if Mexico refuses to help us, both on the migration side and fighting these cartels, it's going to be a lot harder for us to protect our country.
Ron, I want to get your insight on one more topic. The LA Times reporting on this year-long investigation, this initiative called Hotline Bling. Riverside County authorities seizing $16 million worth of illegal drugs, arresting 15 people accused of helping the cartel's drug trafficking network. Now, importantly, one of those people arrested is a sheriff's deputy. Is this an isolated incident, one bad apple potentially, or are you worried about the trend of cartels infiltrating American law enforcement?
Well, these cartels have enormous resources, and so we all need to be concerned. And nothing worse for law enforcement to see a dirty law enforcement officer. So I'm glad that they got him. But it gives you an idea of the risks that we're all in. These cartels have enormous influence over operations in Mexico and operations in the United States. They corrupted this deputy, and maybe there's others involved. But I'm glad that they're going to bring him to justice, and it's something for us to watch out for.
Do you think there are more corrupt deputies like him out there?
It's possible. I think with the resources that are assigned to this case, it seems very comprehensive. They're going to get to the bottom of that.
Ron Vitiello, always appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.